Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of February. General as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below as always. And of course, I will include a link to the decks that you see here today, guys, all right? So starting things off with the Divine Love Affirmations deck by Angelic Revelation 144, and then we'll grab one from the Whispers of Love deck. Let's get started. Let's take a look and see where this is going to go here for you today. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Aquarius. And a very happy birthday to those celebrating birthdays the second half of February. Let's grab one. This one says, everything is easier hand in hand with my divine partner. Together we can face anything. Absolutely. And that's the key, is to do things together, to handle the issues, the obstacles together. Because if one person's doing everything, that creates an imbalance. And then, you both need to be able to put in the effort in a partnership if there are issues and struggles there. All right, so let's go ahead and add another one. Another message from the Whispers of Love deck. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. I'm guided to this card right here. This one says, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. That is such a great card. And as long as you guys are working together hand in hand, as it says, you guys can face anything and everything. And the only thing that really matters is the love between you. Love it. So let's see what the rest of this reading needs to convey to you at this time, Aquarius. So we're going to go ahead and grab some insight here from the Untold Truths of the Heart deck by Aqua Moonlight to get things started. So shift your focus from the problem. So let's take a look and see if this deck will give us a little bit more insight as to what the problem is. In love and life for the second half of February for Aquarius, angels and spirit guides, please. There has been tension here between the two of you. Turbulence, arguments, and stress. So if you are going through a very stressful time right now due to arguments that you guys are having, you're just not seeing eye to eye, fighting. Okay, sometimes, as it says, you got to focus on the problem, yes, but always come back to the love that you do share between the two of you. We do have deja vu here. First of all, you guys could have connected in a past life. And maybe when you met in this lifetime, there was almost as if that sense of familiarity, as if you guys had known each other all your lives. And more than likely, that's because you've already connected in a previous one. But there are karmic lessons attached to this card. Karmic lessons that are unlearned, which is why there are repeated patterns that keep resurfacing. So if you guys are arguing, for example, about the same thing over and over again, then you need to get to a point where you guys really are laser focused on the problem, whatever it is, and tackle it so that you don't have to keep revisiting it. Learn whatever lesson needs to be learned there, So you guys can just focus on the love and the relationship and happier times ahead and not have it be so tense. We do have elusive here. So part of the issue and problem in this relationship could have been that your partner, Aquarius, could have been dishonest with you and that they were doing something shady or tricky behind your back. Someone who's elusive is, a little bit dishonest and not really there for you. They could have been chasing thrills. This is euphoria right here. Chasing after somebody perhaps that they knew they were crossing the line. Boundaries were crossed there. Okay, that could have been an issue. And what did that do? That created this upheaval right here, which represents the unexpected. It represents trouble, something shocking. This to me is the equivalent of a tower moment in a partnership, okay? We do have unspoken, so there could have certainly been a time, or maybe this is what's happening right now. You guys aren't speaking, but we also have regrets tied into this card. And maybe you're really disappointed with how things have played out between the two of you. There has to be better communication here. We do have an apology, okay? Returns, forgiveness, and gifts. So if you guys are in separation and you're not speaking, you do have an apology that's coming towards you, or it is you, Aquarius, that offers the apology. Whoever it is that wants to come back will make amends, or certainly that is what it is that they're thinking of doing, which is so necessary in order for you guys to get back to just loving each other. Okay, so let's add to this with my deck silhouettes. Let's see what else needs to come through from here. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What else do we need to know? So someone was dishonest in this partnership. Could either have been your person, but it could have been you as well, Aquarius. So take it for how it makes sense. But you guys had a tower moment here that was very difficult, or you're on your way to having one if you guys are just sweeping the problems under the rug and not really addressing it, which is why things are so tense. So we've got obstacles, okay? We're bound to run into people, things, and circumstances that will get in the way and create challenges for us. As long as we tackle it together, we can handle anything. And that pretty much sums up what this card says. Everything is easier hand in hand with my divine partner. Together we can face anything. And it's true. Even though things might be tense, even though you guys might be arguing, or you had arguments and you're now in separation, you can overcome these obstacles as long as you guys are working together. That's the key. What else, please, for Aquarius? We have the winter time reflected here. Okay, I mean, we're technically still in winter time here. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, this is your own energy right here. So something might actually happen during this time to help you guys overcome these obstacles. So I'm actually glad to see that. So December, January, February, we have stillness. When we're surrounded by life's overwhelming demands on our time, our space, our obligations, our relationships, sometimes all you need is a minute to catch your breath to find yourself again. If you need that time, Aquarius, to just be able to assess where you're at, especially having gone through this very difficult upheaval, sometimes we just need quiet, just peace and quiet to be able to figure out, where do I go from here? And maybe your person needs that also. Okay. We also have break free, take control, and get out now. So if there were, for example, infidelities here that might have contributed to the tower moment, whoever entered into that situation, chasing thrills, just entering into a casual romance perhaps, that person, whether it is your person or you, Aquarius, somebody needs to be able to break free from that and take control of the situation in order for you guys to work this out. Take that leap of faith, because sometimes you just have to trust you will land where you are meant to land. Exactly. Sometimes going back to that energy of the Fool, which is a leap of faith, to be able to bring in a new beginning for the two of you. We have Nightfall. There's nothing to be afraid of as long as you're with me. Exactly. And it really comes down to the same type of concept. Together we can face anything. We can handle anything together. That is what that's saying. So as long as you guys are hand in hand, and if you look at this photo, they are hand in hand, even though they might be going through trying times, even though you're going through a very dark journey together, as long as you are together, hand in hand, and just tackling the issues together, you guys can overcome this. And then we've got bridges, which makes sense to me. Know which ones you need to burn. Know which ones to rebuild and which ones to avoid. And that's exactly what needs to happen here. There are bridges that need to be burnt down in order for you guys to overcome these obstacles and challenges and the problems, especially if there were infidelities here or whatever the challenges are. It doesn't have to be that. But whatever it is, burn that bridge, avoid that bridge, and bridge the gap between the two of you to come back together. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some tarot to this. So even though you've had some trying times, Aquarius, I feel you and your person can certainly overcome it. So let's grab some tarot here, guys, from my modern day Seers Tarot and Oracle, Tarot with a Twist. For those unfamiliar with this deck, I have included new Oracle messages, new court cards in addition to the traditional tarot messages, and it follows the same format as my tarot teacher, which I created for beginners especially. As you can see, it's got upright and reverse meanings, so there's no guessing what the cards mean. It's laid out right there, right in front of you. So it makes it a lot of fun to learn and less stressful. All right, guys, let's see. Aquarius, what else do we need to know here? So you guys can overcome this. Okay. We do have the sun, but I kind of feel since it was falling like that, it was trying to fall in the reverse. So that's how I'm going to read it and interpret it. And it's interesting how it's right next to tension, turbulence, arguments, and stress. Because in the reverse, the sun is representing sadness and depression, a lack of clarity, either on your part, Aquarius, or your person. You know, there are delays here. So maybe if you guys haven't been able to work this out at this point in time, it's not the right time perhaps because there's healing, or you just need to figure things out on your own. Okay, so it's a card of inaction. There's not a whole lot going on there with the sun in the reverse. But as long as you guys are hand in hand working together on this, then you can turn that in the upright. Absolutely. Let's see what else. You've got Archangel Sophia, which I love to see. I am the angel of love. I can help you manifest a reconciliation with your beloved. I can assist in efforts towards forgiveness and bring about a mutual understanding between you and your partner. I can show you the way to self-love and in finding the great love of your life. Call on me if you are looking to awaken your heart chakra. I love that. Now, my feminines, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. Swords is air energy. Aquarius, you are an air sign. So my queens, you're looking for honesty in your relationships, the truth, you know. So at this point in time, maybe what it is that you're setting up around yourself are just clear boundaries, especially for your masculine to know and understand what it is that you are willing to put up with and what it is that you are not. Okay, so you have the capability to cut them out of your life if they don't get their shit right, you know? But we do have the Six of Wands here, so this has the capability to be a very successful union or reunion here. So victory is at hand. You guys can overcome this. And my feminines, you're also coming through as the Empress, and then we've got the Judgment card right next to it. So this represents motherhood for some of you. Maybe you already have children with your masculine, or you guys can have a family someday. This is a very nurturing energy from the Empress. It's also an energy of abundance and creativity. So my feminines, you can create something new in your life. Bring in that abundance. Money matters, job opportunities, your love situation. All of those things can be blessed with the energy of abundance, okay? And then we've got this Judgment card right here. So this is a reincarnation. This is a transition in this relationship. It's also a card of forgiveness. Somebody who finally gets that wake-up call to get their act together. An awakening, okay? So it could be your person that finally realizes that they can't be dishonest or tricky with you. No more arguments, just the two of you working on the problems here. Okay, for some of you guys, your masculine could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is someone who is very down to earth, very attractive. They have a great sense of humor. They enjoy being out in nature. They're very loving and attentive. So if that describes your masculine here, and if they happen to be an earth sign, take that if it resonates. And lastly, we've got the Angel of Mercy. Life has brought you down to your knees. The universe shows you mercy. The love you've been searching for, yearning for, has eluded you thus far. And it's interesting because we've got elusive right there. Okay, I'm here to let you know that it's time to rise, to get back up, claim your ascension within your own life to help you take that first step towards a brighter future. All right, so you're being blessed with mercy here for this relationship to have that ascension and to move beyond this upheaval that you guys have experienced in the partnership. Amazing. And you've got Archangel Sophia to assist with that as well, to bring about a reconciliation. Okay, so let's add to this, guys, with some dialogue from my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the volume 2 version. So let's grab some messages here from the Divine Masculine. And then, of course, we'll grab some messages from the Feminine. All right, masculines, what do you want to say to your feminine here? We can't do in the 5D what I really want to do with you in the 3D. You know, anything, everything. This could also be very sexual in nature, the physical connection that you guys can't have in the 5D. You know, being able to touch each other, be with each other, hold each other's hands. All right, so the masculine certainly still desiring the feminine. Look at this. I love you. And it is that love. Going back to this message, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. And that is what this masculine is doing. Okay? If you guys are in separation, this does say, yes, what we had was very real. The fact of the matter is, my reality without you in it is lonely, sad, and boring. Look at that. Oh, yes, we can. Absolutely. You guys can overcome the obstacles that you have had to face. And lastly, this one says, we're two stubborn people keeping our distance, trying to prove we're both right. This is fucking ridiculous. Can we please just be together already? I love you. That's what's coming through from the masculine, very matter-of-factly. So take whatever part of that makes sense for you, my feminine. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here now on behalf of the Divine Feminine. So this is my Woman's Intuition Oracle. So let's see here. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aquarius. All right, my feminines, what do you want to say to your masculine? So clearly you guys have had some very tense moments and your masculine wants you to know that you are loved. This one says, I'm simply mesmerized looking at your handsome face. Okay, so you're still very much attracted to your masculine too. What else, please, for Aquarius, for the feminine? When will I see you again? Today, tomorrow, never. So my feminines aren't quite as certain and sure about when you guys can reconnect. And perhaps that's why you've got Archangel Sophia here to help you guys bring about this reconciliation and to get rid of the uncertainties of the partnership. Okay. What else, please? Divine timing is the cruelest form of anticipation between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m. What I get from that is when it comes to the feminines, maybe you've been losing sleep over this, you're just stressed out, and you're up all night just thinking of your masculine and when they're going to come back, when they're going to reach out, when you guys can work this out. You and me, we're not perfect, but we're perfect together. Okay, that's a great message. And then lastly, I love you. That's all. All right, so you guys, you both love each other still. And that's ultimately what's going to save this partnership, I feel. All right, so moving on. Some nice messages coming through here. So we're going to grab some insight from the Journey of Love, Volume 1 and 2. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know, please? What else do we need to know here for this connection? Okay. The truth is, I love you. You see that? Number 32, secrets. So they might be holding that love in, especially if they're afraid to just say it. But that's the reality, that they do love you very much. And then we have embarrassed. I feel like I've screwed up too much. Yeah, some of you guys are dealing with somebody who did mess up, but you've got some assistance here from the Angel of Mercy as well as Archangel Sophia to help the two of you come back together and to overcome this. We've got illuminate. You've brightened my path. You just brightened their life, I feel. We've got pedestal. I admire everything about you. The admiration certainly is still here. Okay. And then we've got justice. I'm ready to leave and bring you balance. So if they did leave the relationship to begin with, they certainly want to return. Remember, we've got this apology card right here. Returns, forgiveness, bringing gifts. Okay. And then this one says, I regret letting you go. So that could have certainly been the case for some of you. And then we have clarity. I finally see. Okay. So somebody's going to get clarity here. Either it's you, Aquarius, your person, or both of you being able to see clearly as to what it is that you need to do at this point to really overcome the obstacles and just focus on the love that the two of you still very much share. All right. So moving on, we're going to grab some messages from the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What else do we need to know here? Overcoming obstacles. Unwavering belief. I never gave up. I want you to know that even on the most difficult of days of missing you, I never gave up on us. I always knew that there would be a day when we'd find our way back to each other. I love that. Okay, so it's inevitable, I feel, that you guys will find your way back to each other. We also have fragmentary coming through here. You and I are pieces to a puzzle that make no sense when we are apart, incomplete without all the pieces of who we are together. You are the missing piece of my heart. Without you, the masterpiece of my life will forever remain unfinished. Wow, that's how they're feeling about you. And then lastly, we've got joy. It really was love at first sight the moment I saw you. From that first glance that I knew was meant for only me, the brush of your hand against mine, your heartwarming smile, and everything about you that brings me joy beyond measure. Thank you for choosing me for life. Oh my God, that's beautiful. So you guys can still work this out. That's basically what this reading is wanting you to know and understand. Even though things have been tense, even though you guys have been arguing, have been through this tower moment, something very painful, as long as you guys focus on the love and what brought you guys together in the first place, you can work this out. You've got Archangel Sophia, who is the angel of love, that can help manifest a reconciliation here between the two of you. So it looks good. All right. So let's wrap things up here, guys, with some healing messages from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Aquarius, for the second half of February, this love and life reading from February 16th all the way through the end of the month, the 28th. Healing messages, please, to wrap things up for this reading. Let's see what else. We do have retreat coming through here. So a couple of messages come to mind. Retreat could certainly be just being able to spend time together, going on a vacation, just spending time on your own with your person. This is also a reminder to back away from a situation, to take some time for yourself. So take whatever part of that message makes sense for you. But abundance is certainly a part of this energy. Abundance comes in many forms, monetarily, materially, but that includes love as well. You guys have a lot of love between the two of you, and you'll be blessed with more of it. Just listen to your heart, listen to your gut, listen to your angel guides, your spirit team, a higher power, the universe, the signs that you receive that are surrounding you. You're being given a new opportunity in love here, okay? A new door to open, a new chapter, a new beginning, manifestation, of everything that you could have ever hoped for or dreamed about in your life, certainly when it comes to this connection, and other areas of your life too, where you've been wanting to manifest goals, dreams that you have had in mind and that you've been wanting to accomplish. Maybe that has been eluding you as well, but it doesn't have to. So make this the year to create magic in your life. And it's so interesting that this is the next card, Enchantment, which is a very magical, fairy tale-ish type energy. You know, restore the magic in every area of your life. Whatever ideas that inspire you, whether love life related, career related, in regard to your friends, your other relationships, your family members, whatever it is that inspires you, go for it. Make this the year to manifest all of these things. Okay? So that is where I'm going to leave this one. Aquarius, I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you, that it offered you advice that's helpful. But as far as the love connection, Archangel Sophia is key to help you guys bring it back together and to help you reconcile and to certainly overcome the obstacles that you've had to deal with. So it hasn't been easy, but you guys can get past this. All right, so that's what's coming in for you, or what it is that you're going to have to deal with the second half of February. That's it for now, guys. If you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.